You're listening to the Rusted Robot Podcast, the #1 rated robot-related podcast in northeastern Ontario.
Hello and welcome to the Rusted Robot Podcast for Sunday, May 28th, 2017. This is episode 155.
My name is Optimus Prime.
Hello, I am C-3PO Human Cyborg Relations.
I am Locutus of Borg. Resistance is futile.
You're like a machine underneath, right? But sort of alive outside?
I'm a cybernetic organism, living tissue over a metal endoskeleton.
You're not quite, human, are you?
No, sir. I'm an android.
These aren't the droids we're looking for.
Counterfeit, facsimile, replica.
We need some sort of robot. Ah, crap! I'm some sort of robot.
What are your prime directives?
Serve the public trust, protect the innocent, uphold the law.
By your command.
I'm here, it's me, Sean, with Josh and Katie. How are you guys today?
Not bad.
You're both good?
Yep, not bad at all.
Fantastic. All right. So it's episode 155?
155!
Yeah. So let's get to it, shall we?
Yes.
All right. So lots has happened since the week and a half since we recorded last.
Fair amount.
Yeah, because we recorded on a Thursday and then it didn't come out till the Sunday. So in those 3 days, we found out that Tom Hardy is going to be Venom.
I don't have a problem with the casting.
Okay. You like Tom Hardy?
Yeah, he's good. He's a good actor.
Mm-hmm.
I have a problem with the fact that they're not linking Venom to the Spider-Man series.
That Marvel is currently producing with Sony.
Exactly. You can't have Venom without Spider-Man. But they're going to do it.
They are going to do it.
Is it the same Venom?
It's Venom.
It's Venom?
Venom.
Are you aware that he's a race?
Is he a race?
Yeah.
Well, he's a member of a race.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, Venom is part of a race of symbiotes.
Well, that makes sense. Because you can't have just one.
Yeah.
I know there can be only one, but not in this case.
Do you know that most of the rest of the race is not actually evil?
Is that right?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
He was a corrupted space knight, but he got corrupted because he spent so long without a host body once he reached Earth.
So he was corrupted.
Yeah.
He was a corrupted space knight.
Yeah.
It's the name of my new band. What do you
Corrupted Space Knights?
Yeah.
All right.
What do we think about Tom Hardy, though?
He's a good actor. He can pull it off. So long
I
as he
forget
doesn't.
who he is.
He was Bane.
Ah.
He was also Clone Picard in Star Trek Nemesis. Shinzon. If you remember that film from 2002.
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah, so he's an alright actor. Oh, he's also he's the latest guy in the Mad Max films. Right? I believe?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that guy.
I only just saw that with Josh a while ago.
Oh, what'd you think?
It was pretty good.
Yeah?
I liked it. It stayed very true to, like, the whole Mad Maxiness.
Mad Maxiness.
Yes. With, like, ridiculous stunts, tons of fire, and waste of gasoline, even though gasoline's supposed to be
super
a
rare.
treasured resource, and everybody just wastes it like crazy all over the place as a show of their wealth. They all have old-timey cars that have been fixed up into weird cars that aren't real, and they look better somehow than the cars originally did, even though they shouldn't exist at all anymore, because nobody now can find those cars.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
True enough. I don't know what else to say about that. I think you're right. You're right. Yeah.
And my concern is that Sony is not very good with their superhero movies.
True enough. They're not.
So, how is this going to play out? That's the question.
Well, we don't have to wait a year and a half to find out. Comes out in, October 2018?
I think so.
I think that's what it said. So, who knows what the story will be, but we got a good actor, so here's hoping.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if I'll go watch it, but I will watch it.
Yeah?
Just not in theater, probably.
You'll go see it in the theater.
I don't know. I really like those new theater seats that we have.
Yeah, you tried them out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would rather pay more to sit in them because my legs don't fall asleep in those chairs. And I don't wind up ridiculously cold because my legs have fallen asleep. I have really bad circulation.
Yes, you do. I've heard of this.
So I would rather, if I was going to go and watch it in the theaters, watch it in those chairs. But I don't want to pay that kind of money to watch a Sony movie.
Dilemma, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what to do?
Oh, well, I'll just watch it at home on my television in my super comfortable chair.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Pause the movie when I gotta get up. have new popcorn for free whenever I want.
Because you can't do that at a theater.
Can't do that in the theater.
No, you can't. That's true. So have you guys seen any cool movies lately?
We did.
What'd you see?
We went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
I saw that as well.
We also saw it.
What did you guys think?
Very good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah?
We talked about this already.
We did, but I hadn't seen it when you had talked about it, and Katie wasn't on the show.
Yes, that's true. I have been working very, very, very much.
Lots.
Where?
Where do you work?
I work at Jump City. It's the comic book store in Timmins.
Well, where could I find that?
229 Pine Street South, Timmins, Ontario, Canada.
Huh. Sounds like a place I'd like to be.
Yeah, probably.
I think
it's
so.
a place where everybody should be.
Bring you awesome since forever.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
our new slogan.
What is it?
Bringing you awesome since forever.
I think that works.
Yeah.
Is it written on the outside of the building?
No.
Why not?
No. We're getting a sign, though.
Oh, yeah?
It's not going to say that, but...
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to say Jump City. We have decals now that say Jump City, bringing you awesome since forever.
I have seen a bunch of stuff that our friend Sherry has been sharing.
Yeah.
Shirts and stickers and things on
Yeah,
Facebook.
she got a heat press.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I haven't been able to get into the shop this week to take a look. Yeah. But you're selling them there?
She will be.
Yeah, it's not there yet.
Yeah, she has to get some more heat transfer vinyl first.
Okay.
And then she will be offering the chance for people to purchase, like, pre-made, like a shirt made with the decal of their choosing on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like...
I saw the rocket ship one.
Yes.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
That's the Jump City one.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. So, like, you could purchase it on a shirt that you would be buying at the same time, or you can bring in your own thing to have a heat transfer done onto that. So, like, say if you wanted, like, a specific design on, say, a pillowcase or a bag or a hat or something, you should be able to put it on there, too.
Well, that's a very cool idea.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think you'll get a lot of people coming in to get all kinds of different things done.
I hope so. That would be great.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's fun to have more services we can offer.
The more services, the better.
Yeah.
I think so. Expand your empire.
Yes.
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 All right, so back to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
It's fantastic. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I did too. I don't think it was as good as the first one.
Well, very few people are able to find as much enjoyment in the second movie as they are in the first, because it's already partially something they've seen before.
Sometimes the second film is better.
Empire.
T2. Terminator 2, yeah.
Yeah, but like even then, when you go to watch it, it doesn't have the same wow factor, because you kind of know what you're expecting to get.
Because you know the universe already.
Yeah, but also in this one, because they didn't have to build everybody's...
Backstory?
Yeah, because you already know everybody at least a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So they were able to focus more on the specific story.
Yeah.
But also this story affected some people more than the previous one did.
Yes.
Because the older movie made me cry and made a lot of other people cry.
Yeah.
Because his mom died.
I'm Groot.
And now we found out how.
Yeah.
We won't say because people may have not seen it yet. But
Yeah.
I was like, huh. I wasn't
yeah.
surprised by that, but I was like, yeah,
And then
that makes
in
sense.
the second movie, I don't know if it's a spoiler or not. Possible spoiler alert.
I'm Groot.
It deals more with his other parent.
Well, everybody knows that Kurt Russell plays his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that's
like
in the trailer.
It deals more with his dad.
Mhm.
And then it didn't make me cry.
Yeah.
Because I was not separated from my dad and he didn't leave. But other people who have been, it really affected them and made them cry.
I can believe that.
So to a lot of other people,
It affected me as well.
yeah.
The Yondu line.
Yeah, oh, that was so sad. Yeah.
That
like,
resonated deeply with me.
yeah, exactly.
Not because because my dad's not my biological dad.
Yeah.
And that resonated with me.
I could see how it would.
Yeah, so exactly, right? But like, my other friend, Sharon, who was staying with us, told me that she loved the second movie and it made her cry. So, yeah. So I think it's just that it affected different people
In different ways. Which makes sense. Yeah, because I've heard it's as good as, it's better than, it's not as good as. And I found it not quite as good as, but still great. Still a good Marvel film.
Yeah.
But good as the first one? I didn't think so. But it's still worthy of the Marvel label.
I thought it was as good as the first one.
I think it gave it about
thoroughly.
a 7.25 to a 7.5 rivets.
Yeah, but that's about what I would give the first one, too.
Oh, I would give that an 8.
Oh.
I think. I don't remember what I gave it now, but
So it only drops a half point and you just, like...
yeah, it's pretty good.
I guess. I liked the use of rainbows in everything. The spit from the monster in the first scene? Rainbow.
Yes.
The bubbles?
Mm-hmm.
Rainbow.
I don't remember.
The bubble that...
the bubbles.
That Drax pops on the world. Try not to
They get to the weird planet, and there's bubbles everywhere, and Drax pops a bubble with his finger, and it becomes more bubbles.
Oh,
and
yes.
All rainbows.
Yes, that's right. I remember now.
They're all swirly rainbows. The fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fire is rainbows. And then...
I don't remember.
Oh, that's 'cause you're probably not as focused on rainbows
Probably
as I am.
not.
And then also all the fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
Rainbows.
Were they?
Yep.
I enjoyed...
Well, like, as in that each one was a different color.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And I enjoyed the Moth Girl. She was a fun character.
She's adorable.
Mm-hmm.
I love her.
Yes. I wanted to take her home and put her in a cage and pet her.
She was so cute. You don't need a cage for her, though.
I know, I'm
She's
kidding.
a walkable
She is.
creature.
She's human size.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's adorable, though.
Yeah.
If I touch someone, I can feel their feelings.
So it was amusing. It was good. I would add it to my collection.
Yes.
Totally.
I would buy it as well.
And then I saw Alien Covenant.
How was that?
It was all right. It wasn't great. I hardly remember it because it wasn't scary at all. The opening scene was not attached to the rest of the film, so I don't even know why it was there. It was just okay. So maybe 6 3/4 rivets.
Okay, so on the Alien scale.
Yeah.
Where does it sit?
You
got Aliens, Alien, something, Prometheus.
Yeah.
Where does it sit?
Probably just slightly above Prometheus.
Okay.
But I like Alien vs. Predator better than both of those.
And Requiem?
Requiem is just horrible. We don't talk about it.
I like Requiem way better than Prometheus.
Yeah, eh?
At least it's got some good action.
That it does. You're right. Yeah.
Prometheus is just kind of weird.
It is weird.
Filled with bad scientists.
Yeah. So this Alien Covenant is better than Prometheus, but only slightly.
Okay.
And it had a cool alien creature. It is connected to Prometheus, and they do talk about the ship and whatnot. It takes place 10 years after Prometheus ended. And, yeah, it was... yeah.
They need to hand it off. Pass it to a new person.
Probably James Cameron.
No.
Yeah, go back to James Cameron. He did not great on number 2.
He did not great.
He did great.
Oh, okay.
He did well.
I heard not great.
Oh,
I was like, why would you say that? Why would you recommend somebody that you thought did not great?
Why don't we get this horrible director and see what he can do?
No.
Yeah.
Fresh blood. Somebody who grew up with the films, loving them.
Okay, like
wants to put
J.J.
their own
Abrams
spin on it?
loved Star Wars.
Yes.
Something like that.
And that's why he made the new Star Trek.
Yes. Talk about a second film that wasn't as good. There you go.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so 6 3/4 rivets maybe for Alien Covenant.
Wow, you give high marks for things that are not good.
Well, it was okay. I'm glad I saw it. Like, it's okay.
Yeah, but if you're going...
I wouldn't buy it. Well, I would because I have the Alien quadrilogy, so I would. But only because it was in the $5 bargain bin.
I think you might be more lenient with your scoring than I am. Which is weird because I love everything. But I gave Guardians of the Galaxy like a 7.5.
Yeah, you gave...
And I loved it.
You gave Guardians 2 a 7.25, 7.5.
Yeah.
And you're giving this, which you said, a 6.5?
Yeah, but see, it's like the Richter scale. It's in factors of 10.
Maybe we should make it like a 5-star thing.
Maybe.
No, what we need
rivets.
No, what we need to do is find your 0.
Yeah.
Find your 1, find your 2,
That's a
find
good
your
idea.
3, find your 4, find a 5.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
So we can then use those as a benchmark.
Ooh.
Because we need to find benchmarks for your scoring system.
Because I'm scoring willy-nilly all over the place.
Yeah.
No, you score high for everything.
Oh, that's because I go to the theater to see it, so I think that's...
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
If you don't like the movie...
Oh, I liked it fine. Would I go back to the theater to bring you to see it? No, I would not.
I scar things more harshly if I see it in theater because I've had to pay for it.
See, and I'm opposite.
You need to be really frugal. Somebody needs to take all your money away.
Yes.
You should spend it at a comic book store.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear there's one in town.
There it is.
Because then he'll be happy with all of his purchases.
Where was that place again?
229 Pine Street South in Timmins.
Oh, right, okay.
No more shameless plugs.
And then I saw King Arthur, Legend of the Sword.
How was that?
It was actually a pretty good story. The special effects were way too much. They spent way too much on the special effects, which were totally unnecessary.
Is it a medieval style film? Is that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I've seen no previews for it.
It wasn't very well advertised at all. But they had Charlie Hunnam in it as King Arthur, or as just Arthur, I guess, and Jude Law as his uncle, who's the evil king. And he was dressed as more of a 70s lounge lizard than a medieval guy, so that didn't make a lot of sense. But what else did we have? We had a mage who wasn't Merlin, but it was some girl. It was Merlin's protege or something. I'm not sure.
Weird.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would like that.
It was weird. The story was weird. The editing was all over the place. It was more like a rock video.
Okay.
It was crazy editing, but it was cool. It was neat how they changed it around a little bit. If it wasn't for the special effects, it would have been a lot better. And I could see it being a great series, but there was way too many special effects, which were unnecessary.
How many rivets do you give it?
6.5. That means I would not buy it.
Oh my gosh. The only thing that interested me in that movie, because I've seen no trailers for it, and it just looks like, I'm like, oh, hooray, another King Arthur movie.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, it's hard to top that one.
Excalibur?
Yeah, Excalibur was a great King Arthur movie. And then now I've seen the mini-series Merlin, which is fantastic.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really good. But the only thing that interested me in the King Arthur movie that you went to go and see is the little setup that they have, because it's a sword stuck in a stone where you get to go and have a photo op and take your picture with it. And I just kind of wanted to get the children trying to pull the sword out of the stone. But that's all that I like about it, and that's just an advertisement made out of cardboard.
Well, it was really cool what the stone actually was that he had to pull the sword out of.
Okay.
I don't want to give that away, so you have to see it. But it was cool how they did that.
Was it a special effect?
Well, of course, everything was a special effect, but it wasn't the bad special effect.
Oh, okay.
It was more the situation.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it was okay, and the way he was brought up, and that kind of thing, and how he cared for all his people, and so on and so forth. So that was all right. Terry and I went to see the film together. She hated it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I liked it better than she did, but not that much more. I wouldn't buy it. So. Yeah. See, if it's below a 7, I won't buy it.
Yeah, but she hated it, and you didn't like it much more, and you gave it over a 5.
Yes. Because it wasn't bad.
You said it was bad.
No, the special effects were bad. They were well done, but they were not unnecessary.
You seemed displeased with the movie. It seemed more like it would be a 3 to you. From your description?
No, if the effects were not in there.
Yeah, but you weren't excited about the movie.
Well, I went to see it in the theater. I wanted
to see everything
no,
in the theater. You just told us you did.
No, I never said that. See, I wouldn't.
True, you did not say those words, but you implied that you go to see most genre things in.
Most genre things, yes.
Yeah, which means it doesn't make it special that you went to see it in the theater then, since you go to see most genre things in the theater.
But not all.
True, most.
A lot.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Like, you're going to go see the next Transformers in theater.
Of course I am.
So, obviously, that's a low bar, so it shouldn't affect the score.
All right. I think I just like going to the theater.
Yeah. That may be true, and that's perfectly okay.
That's probably part of it.
It's okay to like things just for the event of going places.
Mm-hmm. Going to the theater makes me happy.
Like, the score of 1, 2, and 3 is if there are severe technical failures in the movie.
Okay.
So anything that is lower than a 3 for me has to have technical problems.
Such as
really bad editing, really bad lighting. Okay. Like if a movie's so dark that you can't see what's happening. I've seen movies like that. It's terrible.
They're horrible.
So those are technicals.
Okay, you didn't have any of that. That was
my
fine.
0. There's only one movie I've ever seen with a 0. It was an animated movie with no animation.
Well, it had some technically, but
it
was awful.
Nobody moved
for long periods of time.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
there was bad voiceovers.
Very static.
Yeah, and it's an animated movie, so
that was the worst movie we've ever seen.
Weird.
It was a waste of. It was a waste of supplies for them to have made it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my 0.
All right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anything under 5,
Yeah.
I have to be regretful that I watched the movie.
Okay, I'm not regretful for any of these. I'm glad I saw them.
What about Nowhere to Hide? Where does that stand with you? Because we went out, we searched, and we bought it because of how awful it was. Because nobody believed how awful it was.
Okay, it loses marks for technicality, but it gains marks for how bad it is. Because you can hit that valley and start going up the other side.
It's like a U-curve.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you hit if your movie's so bad, but you tried really hard to make a good movie, then you get the movie like, yeah, no, I like this. They tried real hard.
Yeah.
Now, if you try to make a bad movie that's bad enough to be good,
Mm-hmm.
nobody succeeds at that. Now, 5 to 6
Mm-hmm.
is, I don't regret going to see the movie, but this is not a good movie.
5 to 6, yeah.
6 and up is now we're dealing with the story, the plot, everything that's arcing, the mean stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And to get to 10, you have to have me hooked from the bottom. Like, I have to want to watch the next movie now.
Okay.
I've only seen 110.
Which is?
It's an anime.
Okay.
I got suckered in. I watched all of it in one sitting.
Which one? You don't remember the title?
No, I don't. It's a long Japanese title.
Oh.
See, these films were all 6s, at least.
Sounds like they're 5s.
I don't regret going.
No, under 5 you regret going.
Okay.
5 and up, 5 to 6, you're like, yeah, it's a good movie.
Hmm.
But, yeah, not going to recommend it. Not going to. Would you recommend these movies to anybody?
I would recommend Guardians.
Okay.
I would recommend Alien because you've seen all the other ones in the franchise, and so if you're a fan of it, go see it. If not, you don't need to see it.
So that's not a recommend, that's a conditional recommendation.
Conditional recommend.
Okay.
And same with King Arthur. If you're into medieval stuff, if you like the legend, if you want to see a different take on it, go see it.
You're way too generous, man.
I'm very generous. You're right.
Yeah, you are generous.
Yeah, you're right.
Too generous.
Too generous.
Somebody should let you win the lottery.
I agree. I should totally win the lottery.
You should win the lottery.
Yes.
It would boost the economy. You'd spend money everywhere.
That's right.
Tip people until all your money's gone.
All right. Moving on.
All right. Did you hear that James Cameron is back and so is Arnold Schwarzenegger for the next film?
Yay!
Cameron is going to be producing it, and Tim Miller, who did Deadpool, is going to direct it.
Okay, that's fine. You know, I enjoy Deadpool a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Cameron's back, so he's got some direction.
Yep.
Why is Schwarzenegger back?
I kind of hope he's there as the model from which they take the Terminator form.
They did that already.
Oh.
In T3.
No. I mean, like the human person.
Yeah, they did that in T3.
Did they? I didn't watch T3.
Yeah, it was a special at the end thing. But he had a redneck accent, and they're like, he looks good, but that voice. And they turn to the German scientist, and he's got Arnold's voice, and he's a skinny guy. We can fix that. I was like, all right, that's funny. I like that.
That is funny.
But yeah.
So just the end of the article here, it says, so the news that Cameron will be producing the movie indicates he'll be significantly involved, which makes Schwarzenegger's return something potentially cool instead of just shrug-worthy. And the guy in the article who wrote the article said, frankly, Schwarzenegger could come or go as far as I'm concerned, which is what you just said. Terminator films without Cameron have been bad at best, while Schwarzenegger has been zero guarantee of quality. Now at least the next Terminator film has a chance at not being awful. So I think that's...
Hooray, not awful!
Yeah, because only the first two and the Sarah Connor Chronicles were any good. So.
Oh, the Sarah Connor Chronicles were so good.
I didn't mind the one with Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was pretty good.
It was a lot better than 3.
Yeah. Different take on it.
Yeah, and it's a lot better than Genesis, or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
that was garbage.
The best part of that film?
3 was garbage.
The best part of Genesis was sitting in the theater, and the sound system, when it came on, and Genesis came across the screen, it was pounding in my chest because just the bass rumble.
Oh,
that was the best part of the film. It was all downhill from there. So.
Yeah, I did not like. For what it was good.
Yeah.
The other two were not so much.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't buy it, but I'd watch it on TV.
If it was free.
The new one that's coming out.
No.
Or the Christian Bale one.
The Christian Bale one. I forget what it's called.
What the heck is that called?
I don't know. Would you put it above or below Sister Act?
Below.
Oh, yeah?
I love Sister Act.
I know you love Sister Act. You'd probably watch that in theater if it came back out.
Oh, yeah. That's got some good music, too.
I know you love Sister Act.
Wow, I did not know this.
Sister Act and Sister Act 2.
It's so funny. Whenever it comes on Netflix, I'm always like, ooh, Sister Act, do you want to watch it? And he goes, no. But then I get home from work afterward, and he's watching Sister Act. I'm like, you're watching it without me? And he's like, yeah.
Yeah. Not a film I would watch, but I remember watching it when it came out, the first one at least, and I remember liking it.
Yeah, he watches Sister Act and Sister Act 2 without me.
I don't know if I ever saw it too, but...
You should watch them. Good music.
Yeah?
Plus, Whoopi's fun.
Yeah.
That's kind of into you. All right, and so a bit of sad news. James Bond actor Sir Roger Moore dies at age 89 this past week.
Oh.
That's a pretty good age, though.
Yeah, he played Bond in 7 films, and he died after a short but brave battle with cancer. And
that is sad.
Yeah, it is. It is. He took the character of James Bond in a more humorous direction than Sean Connery did. His Bond was calm and suave, a smooth operator who could seemingly get himself out of a tricky situation with ease. The article that I found here just says he was well known for his humanitarian work and also for the TV series The Persuaders and The Saint. So he did more than just Bond.
Yeah.
89 is not bad.
Not bad. But nowadays, it's a decent run, but you know, he still had time. There are guys that are still acting at that age.
Well, yeah, but like it's good to have made it past 70 if you can.
Well, true. It's good to make it past any age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate.
So we've got a list of his Bond movies here, just for clarification's sake. Live and Let Die in 1973.
Okay.
The Man with the Golden Gun in 74.
Real good.
The Spy Who Loved Me in 77.
Okay.
Moonraker in 79.
Ugh.
For Your Eyes Only in 81.
Oh, I like that one.
Octopussy in 83.
Yeah.
Everybody loves that one.
And A View to a Kill in 1985.
That's the one on that set that I would watch the least.
View to a Kill?
Yeah.
Well, that's our sad news for today. But let's bring it back to something good. It's time for the twist. This week in Star Trek. Are you ready?
Yes.
Now you have a comic book store, right?
Yes.
Can you have toys at your store?
I do.
You sell toys?
Yeah, we have toys.
So I could buy toys there?
Yes.
Because I like toys.
Yes.
All right. So McFarlane Toys inks a deal for Star Trek, including Discovery.
So it's going to be delayed?
Probably. CBS Consumer Products and McFarlane Toys just announced a new licensing deal covering the entire Star Wars franchise, including the TVs and the movies.
Trek.
What?
You said Star Wars.
Did I? No.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't notice that either.
You did.
I always do that, and you always catch me because I've been listening back to some of our episodes, and yeah, I'm always messing up when I'm saying things when I'm reading stuff.
Maybe deep down you're a Wars fan.
Maybe. The announcement specifies that McFarlane will be creating figures, roleplay weapons, and accessories for the new Star Trek Discovery TV series. The initial line will also be 7-inch articulated figures for Captain Kirk from the original and Captain Picard from the Next Generation. And these figures will debut in window box collector packaging and feature iconic accessories such as phasers and communicators, available in the spring of 2018 at major retailers worldwide, starting at $19.99.
Oh, that's very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
McFarlane Toys is always really good.
It's right here in the article. It says they're well known for high-quality collectible figures from a number of brands, including Spawn, The Walking Dead, South Park, Rick and Morty, Gears of War, NBA, NFL, and...
Akira, Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
2018, spring.
Yeah, they make really great toys. I like that, like, some of their clothes are, like, rubbery.
Yes, that's nice, eh? Because it's articulated.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Like Spawn's big cape. If you drop it, it doesn't really matter because it's got like a weird rubberiness
so
to it.
it won't break.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. So how many more Captain Picards and Captain Kirks do I really need?
17.
17?
Each.
Each?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems to be how you live.
It does. It does. And
I really think you should just make it a storeroom in your basement. Just.
I think you should take
just
little cubes.
Yeah.
Right?
Cubes.
And put Captain Kirk and Picard in, because you're going to get different articulated ones.
Well, of course.
And just go from cube to cube animating a fight scene.
Ooh.
Oh, that would be cool.
So you look this way, and you look across your field of vision. It's just Captain Kirk punching the card is drawing a knife out of his chest, probably.
Right. Yes.
Just make an entire action scene, and people just walk by the action scene.
You could make them the bricks in your walls in your basement.
I totally could.
Yeah.
Yes.
It'd be like having those frosted brick walls, but these would be cooler.
They would be cooler.
Yeah.
But and then there's the whole part of me that wants to be a minimalist.
I know.
So I'm so conflicted. I want to live a simpler life, but I want all the collectibles too. So what do? Like, I put my entire collection on Facebook yesterday. I said, who wants to buy my entire 25 years worth of collecting? And people,
a lot of people really want it.
Just parts. They want. I'll take your comics, or I'll take this, or I'll take your figures of whatever. And
well, yeah, because most people collect a specific thing.
Back the truck up, get a trailer, give me $15,000, and it's all yours.
But they don't want all of it.
What do I need to do?
You need to build a museum in your backyard.
You could put it in your garage.
No, his garage not. You'd have to tear down the garage and build a new garage.
Okay, do that.
I'm suggesting you build. Where where it dips down.
Yeah.
Build an entire building right there.
In the whole backyard.
In the whole backyard. That's all it is your museum of stuff.
And your walls could be built with the bricks with the action figures inside them.
That would be.
And you could put shelving everywhere.
Yes.
And then you just you minimize your house, and then you go to your back and you go and just walk through and enjoy.
Yeah.
That might work. That sounds like a lot of heavy construction.
You could also charge people money to go and look at it.
Yes. Come and look at my toys.
Yeah.
$10, please.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Because all you're going to need is a single heat source to keep it relatively cool. Like, because you don't want it super hot in there.
No.
You just need to keep the edge off. A dehumidifier to keep it dry.
Yeah.
So you're not even going to need plumbing.
True, because
a large reservoir dehumidifier. Go in there once every few days and empty it.
Yeah.
Or you could even just drain it to the outside.
You don't want to do that in the wintertime, though. That would ice up.
But for the summer.
And just a simple 4-wall insulation vapor barrier.
Yeah. How much would this cost me? And then I wouldn't have a backyard either.
$3,000?
Do you use your
$4,000?
backyard?
Yeah, I'm planning on building an epic fire pit this summer.
Tear down your garage.
Yeah.
Extend your garage forward. And attach the museum to the back of your garage.
You could park in your museum.
Ooh.
And then you can have your R2-D2...
Cooler.
Yeah.
No, his R2-D2 Volkswagen Beetle.
Ooh, that's right. I was going to paint it.
Oh, you wanted that? Yeah. I thought you would get a Batmobile.
I could turn my Mazda into a Batmobile.
Yeah.
Just get some fiberglass extensions and a rocket engine in the back. I'm all set.
It'd be so cool.
Yes. Do you know what else is cool?
Ice.
Yes.
Ice cream.
Ice cold. The new trailer for The Orville, which I forgot to play on last week's show because I was so concerned with getting it out for the listeners that I totally skipped over it. So here's the trailer for Seth MacFarlane's The Orville.
Ed, have a seat. I have good news. There's a ship available, the USS Orville. Ever since I was a kid, I have wanted to serve on an exploratory vessel. You're nobody's first choice for this job, but we have 3,000 ships to staff, and we need captains. Can I have one of these mints? Those are marbles. We're giving you one last chance. I just want to say I am thrilled to be your new captain. I want this to be an efficient ship, but also one that you're glad to be serving on. Lieutenant Commander Bordas, your entire species is male, isn't it?
That is correct, sir.
Probably not a lot of arguments about leaving the toilet seat up and that kind of thing, right?
Mocklins urinate only once per year.
Really? I'm up 2-3 times a night.
That is unfortunate.
It is. Time to meet the locals. Hi, I'm Captain Ed Mercer. Holy crap! We don't mean your family any harm.
Well, we did just shoot his dad.
Aside from shooting your dad, we don't mean your family any harm.
Captain, there's a message coming in from Admiral Halsey. It says that an executive officer has become available.
No. Oh, crap. Sorry, man. You okay?
Yeah, it's all good, man. You okay?
Yeah, all good. Sorry.
All right, no worries.
The captain does not appear to be pleased at the arrival of his first officer. They were married.
No way.
You know how many times I tried to talk to you, but you weren't hearing me, or you weren't around at all, but I did try. I was the one who suggested couples counseling.
The therapist was your brother-in-law.
This should be a really fun trip for all of us.
Perhaps we should not be talking about this.
Oh, no. We're talking about this. This is a thing. You'll be delivering supplies to the science station on Epsilon 2.
Thank you for coming. We need protection.
Protection from what?
The Krill. We have figured out a way to manipulate the speed of events.
So, it's an anti-banana ray.
It's really interesting.
We need no longer fear the banana.
Does it work on all fruit?
What about salads?
You do realize this could be used as a weapon.
That's why you're here.
Orders to Captain Mercer. Just detected a Krill destroyer entering orbit.
Door's jammed.
Clara, you want to open this jar of pickles for me? I loosened it for you.
Return fire.
Give me the device, or I will destroy your ship.
Sorry, can you move like 2 steps to your right? It's just a lot of dead space there. Just perfect. Yeah, sorry, you were just very weirdly framed.
What?
What is that? Is that a beer?
Yeah, I'm nervous. It's a new ship. I want to make a good impression.
It's 9:15 in the morning.
Sorry.
That reminds me of a cross between The Next Generation and Galaxy Quest. What do you guys think?
It's kind of got that feel.
It looks very silly. I'm glad that the new trailer had more on what the story was actually going to be about.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Coming this fall to Fox.
Yep.
Ooh.
Which means it's gonna be canceled after season 1.
Yeah, we're gonna get a 13 episodes order, and they're gonna play 6 episodes out of order,
Oh no.
and that'll be it. And then we'll all watch it on DVD after we watch Firefly.
And then we'll demand to have it back.
And it'll come back in 10 years.
Because reasons. Yeah.
Because reasons.
Yeah.
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 But it looks funny.
It does.
This.
I'm wondering how long they can keep up the campy humor, though.
That's Seth MacFarlane. He could probably keep it up.
You can keep it up for a while, but you don't want to play out all your tropes.
No. And
he's going to do it pretty quick.
Yeah. So maybe they'll be funny at the beginning, and they'll settle down to a more serious thing throughout the episodes.
It depends on how funny each episode is.
Yeah, if
you're playing the entire thing as one running joke continuously, it's going to burn out.
Yeah, because you can't keep it up.
You gotta slow burn it.
How long did Family Guy do that hitting your shin thing for? Because they did it until it was not funny, and then they kept doing it until it was funny again. I don't even know if they're still doing it or not, because I stopped watching Family Guy.
How many times did they do that bit?
Yeah.
Like 3 or 4. But the bit itself goes through that very arc. It is funny, it's not funny, it's funny again, it's not funny again, and then it's funny again. And then they end it there.
Or the chicken fight.
Chicken fights are always great. You know what the best chicken fight is? Homer, the crossover episode.
I didn't see that one.
No?
No, I stopped watching before that.
Homer and Peter get into a chicken fight.
Oh. Well, that sounds worth it. I love The Simpsons. I can watch them forever, but I don't know, Family Guy, it just kind of like, after a while. I only like Brian and Stewie, so I like their adventures.
Brian's the dog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate everybody else. They're all stupid.
And is that your official opinion?
Yes.
I really enjoy it.
Yeah. Good. And we think we'll like the Orville?
I think so.
Yeah.
I enjoy most of his work so far.
Mm-hmm. And the makeup looks good on all the creatures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. It's like Star Trek.
Star Trek Galaxy Quest. Yeah.
I like it. We'll see.
Looking forward to it sometime this fall.
Yep.
We should say other things now.
Nope. Keep it monosyllabic.
Yes.
Yes. All right, moving on.
All right. So you wanted to talk about stuff, or should we talk about emails first?
I think we should do emails first.
All right, let's do an email first.
Get what we got, Mr. Roboto. It's another email.
And in one of our previous segments on the Rusted Robot podcast, we talked about, what do you call them, waifus?
Waifus.
Creatures that you would like to have a relationship with.
Characters.
Creatures,
Not
fictional
creatures.
Fictional whatevers.
Well, they might be creatures.
I'm hoping it wouldn't be. Creatures is too broad a span of what it could possibly be.
True.
Like, once you start picking, like, Barney the dinosaur, or...
Hey, people are into that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but I don't
Who are
want
we
to
to
hear about it.
Who are we to judge?
No.
Lots of people into the ponies.
Yeah, you could... Yeah, no. I pretend they don't exist.
I don't think we got to hear from you. Who would you have for a fictional lover?
Oh my.
You could pick a real life action person or a cartoon, or both.
Okay, well, I'm only going to tell you the animated one.
Okay.
I would pick Zelgotis Greywords from The Slayers. It's an anime.
I figured.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know our good friend...
You know, say you're live action?
No.
Why not?
It's too weird.
And now you have to say it.
No.
Who is it?
I know, but I'm not going to say it if she doesn't want to say it. I'm not going to betray my wife just so you can get a cheap momentary thrill.
I like cheap momentary thrills.
I know.
What about the listeners? Think of the listeners.
Yeah, think of the listeners.
No.
You can tell me after. All right.
No, it's because specifically you can't know.
I can't know.
Yeah, you can't know.
Is it me?
No.
Okay.
You're a real person.
Oh yeah, I'm real. God. Okay. Well. All right. Well, you know our good buddy Rob Emery.
Yes.
Who has previously been on the show.
He's fantastic.
Yes. His fictional lady love is Caitlin Snow.
Yeah.
From The Flash.
He loves The Flash.
Yes. So that's all we got for information on there. But we did get an email from Sparky and Guns.
Quelle surprise.
They're my favorite.
Yes. This email is titled Poke Predator, I Choose You.
That is a great title.
Or I guess Polka Predator. Polka?
Either one, yeah.
All right, anyway. Good afternoon, Decaying Daleks. Or Daleks.
Daleks.
Yeah, I know I always say that wrong after I read it wrong, but I know what it actually is. Guns' species he would love to meet are the aliens from Signs, so maybe he could understand why they would attack a planet made of 71% water when they are themselves allergic to water.
I heard a recent hypothesis about that.
Okay.
Okay. The premise of the movie is that God's renewing the faith in Mel Gibson's character, right? Daughter leaves water around, or his wife like swing away. He hits the bat to save the child. Everybody assumes it's aliens, but that doesn't fit the rest of the theme of the thing. The theme is a supernatural theme. We assume aliens because we see crop circles and naked people moving around like that. We assume alien.
Yeah.
The better assumption is demon.
Ah.
They're demons. God sends something to fight the demons, water, and because where do they find out where to stop them? It's in the Middle East, in Jerusalem specifically, is where the news report says. They don't say how on the news report, but Jerusalem, the holy city.
That makes sense.
It's about demons, not aliens.
Because it all has to do with like God and faith and stuff, so that makes a lot more sense than aliens.
We never see a spaceship. All we see is kind of shots of the aliens.
I think this.
But we never see technology from the aliens.
Right.
Which they would have if they came all the way here.
Yeah. I think this requires another viewing with that in mind.
And we only think of them as aliens because of the Western pop culture makes us think alien.
Aha.
Also, that would explain why the crop circles have been around forever if you're going with the whole theist type attitude.
So that hypothesis rings fairly true to me.
That's not bad.
So watch it with that in mind again.
I think so.
Also, like, there's the whole idea of, like, holy water type.
Holy water, Batman!
Yeah, exactly.
That's the other thing is, a lot of people suggest that the little girl is a saint.
Yeah. That makes sense.
She's leaving water around for this purpose.
That makes sense. I'm just glad it's not half full glasses of milk.
Okay.
Josh finds that funny because we had a roommate who would leave half full glasses of milk everywhere.
Weird.
Yeah.
All right. Email goes on. Sparky's alien race would be the Asgardians, so that we could go on adventures protecting the 9 realms. To clarify last week's question of which Sailor Moon it would be, it's Reborn Princess Serena.
Okay. All right.
Good. First question is from Guns. He would like to know, there are now approximately 802 Pokemon in existence. Is it at all possible to pick a favorite? And if so, what is it? Guns' would be Cubone Marowak, because it may be a baby how do you say that?
Kangaskhan.
Kangaskhan, who lost its mother and now wears her skull as a helmet and femur as a club.
Oh, yeah, that is like one of the saddest Pokemon.
So is it possible to have a favorite with that many in existence?
Yes.
Yes.
I have a favorite Pokemon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I also figure it's possible to have a favorite, even though I don't know any of them. But if I was into that kind of thing, I'd probably have a favorite. Who?
Jigglypuff.
Yeah? Because of the name?
No, because he's awesome.
All right. And yours?
Mine's Rapidash because she's a unicorn.
Rapidash?
Rapidash.
Rapidash.
Yeah, she's the fastest running Pokemon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, she is made of fire.
Oh.
She is beautiful. And a unicorn. Who wouldn't love her?
Who wouldn't love her?
Yeah, exactly.
I think she's my favorite too.
Yeah. Josh's favorite is a adorable round pink ball with cat-like ears and a little skin pompadorrio on its head and large friendly eyeballs. And it has a beautiful, charming voice that it can sing and put people to sleep with. It can't sing and not put people to sleep, though, which often pisses off the Jigglypuff, at which point it slaps people in the face, sometimes to unconsciousness, again, even though they're
Double
only
slap.
sleeping.
Slack, slack.
And then it will draw on people's faces while they're asleep.
All right. Fair enough. Email goes on. Sparky would like to stay with the alien idea. You're at a crossroad fighting for your life, and the last task you have is a fight in a death match against either a predator or a xenomorph. Which road do you choose?
That depends on my armament.
No, just are you going to fight an alien or a predator?
It depends on my armament.
No. Don't worry about that.
It depends on literally, it depends on what I'm armed with.
Katie?
Well, I picked the predator because I have no arms. It'll leave me alone. I'm not a threat. Done. I remain alive.
I would also pick the predator because at least you can reason with them.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
Not if you're armed. It'll just kill you.
Yeah.
You
if
can't
you're remotely
reason
good
with it.
prey.
I've seen the Predator movies. You can reason with them. It's possible. You saw Alien vs. Predator. That lady heroine, she reasoned with it, and they were friends, and she got the funky scar on her face.
Because they both were fighting a common enemy that it couldn't defeat alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if the alien's not there, you're just screwed.
Yeah, but the alien from the xenomorph is just brutal. And
Yeah, so you have no qualms about killing it.
yeah,
So
but
if
it
you're
would be,
armed
it
in
would-
either situation and you have to be against either one,
Yeah.
if I had to choose to be against one and
Mhm.
actually fight it in combat, I would choose the alien because I can kill it.
I don't know if you could. It's got a big long tail.
Depends on what. It depends on what you're armed with.
It's not in the question. Just
I get to have whatever I want. I'll shoot it from orbit with a spaceship.
nuke it from orbit. That's the only way to be sure. But you're on a road.
Aw.
You're just walking.
I'm on a road.
That's what the question is. Take it up
Do
with
I still
Sparky.
get a spaceship?
If I am armed with a melee weapon, I go for the predator.
Okay.
If I'm armed with a long-range weapon, I go with the alien.
All right.
Because with the alien, I just have to shoot him.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get close because it's acid blood.
Yes. Acid blood.
The predator, if I have a ranged weapon, he'll take me out at range.
Yes.
If I have a melee weapon, he'll show himself and we'll fight.
All right.
Because they have the cloaking thing, they'll just attack you from surprise if you're armed with a ranged weapon.
Yes.
Melee weapon, he'll fight you, it'll be an honorable fight. I stand a chance.
However slim
Unless
it may be.
it's taking you out from afar like a trophy animal.
No, because if you're only armed with melee weapons, he'll come at you with melee weapons.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because he's an honorable hunter.
Well, yeah, but like also if you're just armed with a knife because you're out in the bush doing bushman things and it spots you and it's like, oh look, a lion, I'm going to be a trophy hunter and shoot Cecil from afar.
No, that's not the way they work.
Yeah, that's how they work.
It's not how they work.
And they clean the skulls off and they bring them home and put them on their
They take
weird-ass
range out with
wall.
range and they take melee with melee. I stand more of a chance with a knife than I do with a gun.
All right.
So like I said, it depends on what I'm armed with.
Okay. Fair enough. Very good.
And Katie has the right answer. Drop the gun and walk away.
Yeah, you pick the predator and you have no weapon and you're fine.
All right.
Act stupid.
Isn't there a Predator film, another Predator film coming out soon? Maybe next year.
There was talk about one, but I haven't heard anything recently.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the details either, but I hope so. So email concludes. Thanks for the great podcast. Have yourselves another great week, and remember, gotta catch 'em all. It's you and me. I know it's our destiny. Sparky and Guns. Just two best friends in a world they must defend. Sparky and Guns.
Sweet. I love you guys. Pokemon theme song. We sing that all the time in the store.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I'm kind of sad now because we used to have tenants that lived upstairs, Jesse and Tyler, and they were awesome. And when we would sing it very, very loud. And occasionally we would hear from the upstairs the next chorus of the Pokemon theme song because they could hear us singing. So then they'd join us. It was so great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
No.
They moved out though and I miss them.
Yeah?
You guys should move back. The apartment's open again. Somebody awesome want to live above a super cool comic book store?
Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, speaking of theme songs and stuff, you know how we always play an end song at the end of the Rusted Robot podcast?
Yes.
All right. Well, this week's this week's end song comes from Mike on Twitter, who shared something from the Nerdist, and it's a Wonder Woman song in honor of the film that's coming out, and it's a mashup, and the lyrics have all been changed from pop culture songs. So that'll be at the end of the podcast.
That sounds very
But I believe you have some comic book news.
I do have some comic book news.
If you're loving this podcast, you should tell a friend about it.
Spread the word about podcasts you think they would enjoy. There's something for everyone, from entertainment and lifestyle
To news and politics
and more. Share it on social media.
Believe it or not, some people don't know how great podcasts are.
or even how to find and listen to them.
You can help change that with a click. Tell your friends about your favorite podcast.
Thanks for spreading the word.
So there's not a lot of brand new titles that came out just in the beginning of this month. But there is one that's coming out. It's available so far as a single issue, but I intend to collect it as a graphic novel when it's available, because it's kind of a short run so far, unless it gains popularity and then winds up being a longer run series. But it's fantastic. It is called Bubblegun, all one word, and it's cyberpunk.
Ooh.
Yeah. It is about a cyberpunk technology team of mercenary thieves in space. When they go on a cyber heist that turns out to be more than they bargained for, as a mysterious package and its contents threaten to unravel the group at its core, the menacing worlds of corrupt industry and deadly espionage is unleashed upon them. It looks fantastic. The writer is Mark Roslin, and the penciler is Mike Bowden, and the colorist is David Curiel, I think.
Okay.
It sounds fantastic. The
When is
drawing
it?
style is fantastic.
Has it
It's
come
all
out yet?
bright and colorful. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Bubblegum Crisis. Ooh. Yeah, but it takes place in space and has like space pirate mercenary people who have cyberpunky tech. It's so great.
Has it come out yet?
It has come out as single issues, but I didn't really get any because I don't know if anybody's going to pick it up or not, because every time I suggest something, only like 3 people come in and get it. But I'm going to get it when it comes out as a graphic novel.
Okay.
Just because it's going to be easier to collect, and so far it's only a short run, so...
There you go.
Yeah.
Very
Because the
cool.
last one we went to go and get that was like that. It was called Bounty, and it's also about space pirates. It's not cyberpunky, but it's space piratey, and I really wanted to read it.
Do you have any cool new toys or statues in the store?
Right now we have some free comic book day exclusive white and gold Iron Fist pop figures. We have 2 left.
Ooh.
They're exclusive because they were only available to order through previews and only for free comic book days. So only comic shops could purchase them.
Okay.
So they cost a little bit more than a normal pop figure, but you can only get them in the one place.
So they're exclusive.
Yeah, and then we also have 2 or 3 Wonder Woman bombshell figures that are also special free comic book day exclusives.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got a little blue bandana around her head instead of the other normal color with a little silver star.
Oh. What about statues? Any statues?
I do. I have a gigantic, wonderful Wonder Woman riding her horse statue.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I bet that's heavy.
Yeah, we got it expecting it to be a foot tall, because that's what its description said, but it's more like a 1.5 feet.
Ooh.
So making the base like almost 2 feet, it's like just giant and heavy and awesome and beautiful, but I have nowhere to display it right now.
So it's still in the box.
It is still in the box, and it's freaking gorgeous. It looks real. It looks real, but like tiny. Like a tiny real lady riding a tiny real horse and affixed to a base.
Huh.
But like we expected it to be less because it's like less than $500 for the entire statue.
What would it run me?
I think it's like $478, which really isn't that bad. That's the same price as like a normal foot tall, skinnier statue of just like one person. Like, wasn't your robe like close to $400?
I think so. Jeff bought it.
Yeah.
I think he said it was $375 that he
Yeah,
paid
see,
for
that's
it.
close to like $400, and it's like...
And then I traded him a bunch of Star Wars stuff for it. So
This one is like a 1.5 the size of that one.
Jeez,
in its like mass of what it is created out of. Like for material wise, it is that much larger. It's huge.
I gotta get to the store and see it.
I know, it's so gorgeous. And then we also have another giant statue, but that one costs less.
And who's on that?
They do not make it anymore. It is Harley Quinn on her motorcycle
Mm.
throwing a bomb. She's holding like an old school, like round bomb style bomb in her hand, and
okay.
she's got goggles on.
It's a good size?
Yeah, it is pretty big. It's not quite as big as the Wonder Woman one, because
Mhm.
like Wonder Woman, her horse is like partially reared up because it's running forward, but like the motorcycle is flat, so it's less tall.
Okay.
But the base is still like maybe a foot
Wow.
across. It's fairly large.
What would that run me?
I don't remember the cost, but it is less than 500 as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but they don't make that one anymore either.
Huh. So it's exclusive.
Maybe
Oh.
it's a limited run thing. So like, I don't know if it's really exclusive,
Right.
but it is limited run,
Okay.
and I think it's worth more than we're asking for it right
And
now.
it's on display?
It is on display.
Okay.
In my store.
I'll have to
right
go
now.
check that out.
It's in the large wooden cabinet.
Ah, nice. Okay. And you, Josh, any cool news?
Not much. Not much is going on with me right now.
No.
So
I heard you discovered a new anime.
oh yes, that's right. All right. Yes, I've watched several new animes this week.
Okay.
Thanks for the thing.
The friendly reminder?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I watched Ashiaki Record of a Bastard Magical Instructor.
Okay.
That one's pretty good. It's magical school teacher one.
Is that the one where the teacher guy is kind of a jerk?
Yep.
Ah.
So I've only watched the first 5 episodes so far, but I'm enjoying it. It's one of those slightly odd shows.
Oh, imagine that.
I've been watching Chivalry of a Failed Knight. That's a superpowered teen training to be warrior show.
Mm-hmm.
That one's pretty good, although it's got some weird elements in that the main character has no magical potential, but he can summon the sword to be a magic knight.
Oh, nice.
So that he meets the absolute bare minimum requirement,
Mm-hmm.
but he's got a talent for observing combat and understanding how people fight.
Oh, okay. So that would be helpful.
It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
He's a cool character. He gets a love interest, right? All right, pretty standard.
Mm-hmm.
Then his sister comes, and there's this weird thing where she's kind of got a thing for him,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not like, oh, kind of subtle. No, she just out and out just like Frenches him seconds after she meets him.
Oh.
Gross.
Yeah, and he's like, what the heck's going on? So that's kind of weird element to it.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
All right.
I also watched, Is It Okay to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon?
And is it? Or we haven't found
It
out
has
yet?
the title doesn't really have much what happens in the show.
Okay.
But it's kind of a D&D-esque world where you go up levels and get stronger, and you have to put yourself in the service of a god, and it's a really interesting show. And the one guy, he's serving this goddess as the only servant of that goddess. It's about how he develops.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really neat. I'm enjoying that one.
Okay.
I don't remember what the other one was.
Oh. Well, while you're trying to remember, I watched the first episode of Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency.
Did you love it? I watched the whole thing. I love it. It's so crazy.
Now, I've read the books
I love
by
it.
Douglas Adams, who also did The Hitchhiker's Guide.
Did you know there's also a comic available based on it?
I didn't.
Yeah.
But I watched the first episode last night on Netflix, and it's weird,
I know.
but it's hilarious.
I love Bart. Do you know who Bart is yet?
Bart. I don't think I've seen that character yet.
Okay. When you see Bart, you will know who they are, and you will know why I like them.
Oh, okay.
Because it is extremely bizarre. I will tell you nothing more, because the more you find out about this character, if I tell you anything, it's going to blow away how hilarious it is.
All right. Well, it's pretty hilarious. It's weird.
It is weird.
But I like it so far, and I'll continue watching it.
Yeah.
Yes, I will.
It's great. It's in the comics, there's often like a bizarre title to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first one we read about,
Mm-hmm.
the title for that run, because like in the thing he's a holistic detective.
Yes.
Which means he doesn't know what his quote unquote case is.
And he's not really hired by anybody.
And he's not really hired by anybody. He just solves mysteries because the universe directs him towards it. But
So
in this
does-
one, it's
and
not
the-
just his belief either.
Yeah.
The universe actually is clearly directing him to do it, but it doesn't really unfold as to that it is really happening until near the end of the mystery. And then he solves it, and then the world is like a better, happier place for him having solved weird thing.
And it's got Mr. Frodo in it.
It does have Mr. Frodo in it.
So, hey.
But, like, the first one's called A Spoon Too Short.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah. Like, the first comic run. Because, like, that is the thing that leads him towards the mystery that he has to solve. And then, like, this next one that's coming out, I think this month or the next month, it's called Salmon of Doubt. So, like...
I've got that book.
Yeah, like, it's weird.
There's 2 books that he wrote.
Like, I kind of wanted to get them just based on the oddity of the title and how bizarre the story formation sounds. And also, Elijah Wood in the comics looks like Elijah Wood in real life, because he's really easy to draw with his tiny pinpoint eyeballs.
It's Mr. Frodo.
Yeah, it's a good time. But yeah, he looks exactly like him. Everybody looks exactly like their actual characters.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty great.
Yeah, sounds great.
It is a weird show.
I gotta finish it, yeah.
It's great. It only gets weirder as it goes on.
I would expect nothing less.
Yeah.
And the last one was My Hero Academia.
My Hero Academia?
Yeah. It's a superhero show.
Mm-hmm.
Most people are now born with superpowers.
Oh, nice.
But the main character in the story is not. But he really wanted to be a superhero. And he idolized this one hero.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think I've heard of this.
It's basically their universe is Superman. He applies... Like, he really wants to be a superhero, but he doesn't. He saves his bully from a supervillain.
Oh.
Right? Just by sheer determination.
Oh, okay.
And the All Might, the superhero, the Superman analog, sees him and like it's like, oh my god, he shamed me because All Might's been hurt. And he's slowly dying. So he's like, all right, you know what? You will be a hero, and he gives him his power.
Oh wow.
So, but he's not physically strong enough yet to handle the power.
He's got the power, but he can't really wield it.
So when they were testing him for the powers, he goes to throw a ball, and he shatters his finger.
Oh.
But the ball goes Mach 7 and just shoots well beyond anybody's expected range.
Huh.
So he can't really control the power. Every time he uses it, he just hurts himself really bad.
Okay. That sounds like a fun show.
It is. And the superhero school is about all these things.
Mm-hmm.
Is it child-friendly, like Little Witch Academia?
There is nothing... Well, there's one teacher that's kind of but most kids wouldn't get it.
Okay.
But for the most part, no. There's no graphic violence. So there's no blood, guts. There's some, like, a little bleeding from the mouth and bleeding from the nose, normal stuff. But nothing like, oh, he's spilling his intestines out. There's no graphic sexuality, mild language.
Okay.
That's all right, then.
And it's all about how you can strive to do your best and you can achieve if you try really hard.
Yeah, Little Witch Academia is a little bit like that, too. It's a child-friendly anime.
This is a little less child-friendly. But 8-10-year-olds would be okay watching it.
Oh, good. Well, that's good to know.
I just recently finished watching an anime series.
Did you?
Yeah. I wanted to watch another romance anime, because I like them. So I looked up ones that I could watch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I thought it was going to end okay, because I prefer ones that aren't sad. I wound up watching one called Romeo x Juliet.
Oh.
So you can imagine it did not end well.
Yes, I would imagine it wouldn't.
But there used to be a manga series that was a Romeo Juliet one, and it was not sad at all, because it took place in, like, our time, and the whole story was entirely different. And nobody dies, which is nice. But in Romeo x Juliet, it is basically the Romeo-Juliet story. But it's actually more interesting, because, like, you know how in Romeo and Juliet, even though everybody loves it, and it's, like, this beautiful romantic tragedy, blah, 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 blah. But, like, it's mostly just them, they meet up, they're in love, their family hates each other, they kill themselves, and that's the end, right? In this one, Juliet's family, she's the Capulets, they used to roll over Neo Verona. The Montagues came and slaughtered the entire family. And the only one to get away was Lady Juliet, who was 2 at the time. And then the story, for the most part, begins when she's about to turn 16, and then let it be known that she's still alive, and then to lead people who are loyal to the Capulets back to a position of power, because the Montagues they're clearly corrupt, and they're abusing their power over the city entirely.
Of course, they would.
It's awful. But so anyway, she winds up getting dragged off to a ball, like Juliet does in the original one, but she intended to go. In this one, she gets dragged off by accident by a nobleman who intends to bring her friend. And Juliet, up until this point, has been living her life as a boy so that nobody would suspect that she was the last daughter of Capulet to have escaped. So she's been living her life as a boy named Odin.
Okay.
Anyway, so there's this whole actual war that takes place. Instead of just like two families that hate each other, there was one that slaughtered the other. And then there's a real war happening, and it affects the entire city. And then as it turns out, there's an entirely different layer to the story, which I won't give away because it becomes obvious like in the last 3 episodes or something that's been visible the entire time, because they keep mentioning a goddess. Like they erect a statue to this goddess of life and renewal and whatever. And she's mentioned throughout it, and you just kind of assume that's their person, because like in the original Romeo and Juliet, people were generally Catholic or whatever, so they would occasionally mention God, but in this one they mention the goddess or the gods in general. And then you find out that they actually hold real power over the world.
Oh, neat.
And then that there's a thing that happens that, because as it turns out, Nia Verona and the places around it are slowly becoming less and less fruitful in like their ability to grow things. And it turns out that there's something that has to do with the goddess and the 2 warring families that's all connected to it. And in the end, they do die. That's not really a spoiler because it's Romeo and Juliet. But
500-year-old spoiler alert.
In this one, though, they don't die for stupid reasons.
Okay.
Because, like, in Romeo and Juliet, it's like if he just lied there and cried for a little bit over the death of his loved one and didn't take the poison, she would have woken up and then have been like, oh, you're still alive, let's run away together like we should have done in the first place.
Bad timing.
Yeah, because in the original Shakespeare story, that's what happened. But in this one, they both die, but not for dumb reasons. They don't kill themselves, like, on purpose.
Well, don't give it away.
Yeah.
You have to watch it.
It's good, and I'm pleased with their deaths.
Okay. Very good. So you recommend it?
Yeah, it actually is really good. And it still made me cry, but it wasn't just, like, super, super sad. It was, like, noble deaths.
Okay.
So it was okay.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
All right.
It wasn't just, like, angry. Where it's just like, why didn't you just cry for a little bit? But, yeah, this one's better.
Okay. Good to know. All right, and just to finish off the podcast, the last little bit of news we have is that Joss Whedon is taking over for Zack Snyder, directing duties on Justice League movie.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, because
I love him.
Zack Snyder had a bit of a family tragedy. So,
oh, no.
Yeah. So he's...
Oh, I think I heard about that.
Yeah.
That is very, very sad.
Yes, it is. So he was going to do the work and just throw himself into it just to get over it, but it's too much, too demanding, so Joss is going to take over.
Yeah.
Wow, he's really jumping around.
He is. He's all over the place.
I love Joss Whedon.
He does good work, so...
Yeah. It's too bad we can't just clone him and have many. He should do everything.
Kinda is.
Everything. Yeah, but, like, without burning himself out, because he hasn't yet, but I don't want him to either. I want him to have time to, like, live and be a human person.
It's very kind of you.
Yeah.
All right.
But I also need more stuff like Xena, because, yeah.
Because, yeah.
I need that.
Because reasons.
Yeah, because reasons.
Okay. All right. Well, that's the end of episode 155 of the Rusted Robot Podcast. Thanks for being part of it, guys.
You're welcome.
Problem. It's always good to have Katie on board.
Yeah. I'm great.
You're great.
And humble.
Yes, very humble.
I am the humblest of all.
Yeah, they gave her a pin for being humble, but of course they took it away because she wore it.
I would wear it too.
All right. So if you'd like to get a hold of the podcast and all that other good stuff, that's in the end credits. So thanks for coming out and listening, and make sure you share the links on your social media profile to get the word out of the Rusted Robot Podcast. And remember, let go or be dragged. If you'd like to contact the show, email us at therustedrobot@gmail.com. Our website is therustedrobot.podbean.com. On Twitter, we're at The Rusted Robot. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Darth Vaderloo. We'd be honored if you would review us on iTunes and like us on Facebook. If you'd care to support the show, there's a PayPal link on the website, or go to patreon.com/Darth Vaderloo. Please check out Jump City at 229 Pine Street South in Timmins. And as always, if you like what you heard, let us know. But most importantly, tell your friends about us. The Rusted Robot Podcast. Think about it.
I could do this all day.
You keep saying you want me in your league. Someone who will rise to the test. You've been fighting where you shouldn't have been fighting. And now you need some help from this princess. These boots are made for battle, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna kick a hole in you. I am woman, watch me so. Big golden shield and a broadsword. Amazonian with power to defend. Send your villains to my shore. I'll leave them bloody, bruised and sore. Send them running back into the world of men. If I have to, I can do anything. I am strong, my jet's invisible. I am woman. Some boys fly and some boys fly, but they won't save the day. But I will, a demigod, a sculpture made of clay. 'Cause we are living a Themysciran world, and I'm a Themysciran girl. You know that we are living a Themysciran world, and I'm a Themysciran girl. When I lasso you, your 9 days are through. Ain't no way to hide secrets deep inside. Any evil scheme you're keeping from me, then instantly will be revealed. 'Cause I'm Wonder Woman, can't lie to me. Anything I wanna know, baby, you tell me easily. Stop. There's no one I can beat or slay. My team, yeah, well. And my gold bracelets will deflect your blades. I think that I will make it on my own, but now I'm stronger than you say. If I have to die today, the dawn is here. I will bring the thunder. We'll save the world. We'll save the world. We'll save the world. We'll save the world. Shouts to wonder. We bring the thunder. Shouts to wonder. We bring the thunder. We'll save the world. We'll save the world. We'll save the world. We'll save the world. These boots are made for battle.
This has been a Valley of Vanderloo podcast production, all rights reserved.
This transmission ends now.